Smoke's being deployed, first kill still not forthcoming, but there is Zyphon through the smoke into the head, and that yields the bomb plant as well. And now ENCE have all the work ahead of them. They're gonna have to try and retake. Snappy gets one.
Snappy gets one, but his retake isn't going to be easy. They need to hit the shots here, Vince. No utility.
No utility, and on the drive-by, Hooksy comes in, but Diha with two lights up the scoreboard. And now Nikodos with it all to do with the Glock, but Snappy says no.
For the pistols, as you pointed out there, Vince. Jabbi going in for a little bit more. He's got a Tech 9 and Kevlar as well to work with. For ENCE, it's about keeping everyone alive. Getting that MP9 in the hands of Madden to farm as much cash as possible. And you can see they've invested heavily in the rifles here. Lack of utilities.
Surely not going to be going in his favor. They have every single angle covered right now. And the star player on Copenhagen Flames is going to get sprayed down. 2-0 start. And
in the form of Snappy. Bit of a lull in the action here. No pressure towards mid from the side of ENCE. And Snappy looking to take the fight. He finds one, but the trade is immediate.
Ooh, Nikodos doubles up, gets ramp control. Will be forcing away the CTs as
towards mid, and the hit is coming in on the A-bomb site.
40 seconds to play with Spinks now in prime position. Grenade up and over, could be doing some significant damage, but Hooksy has dealt with side, and there is Jabbi. Straight through, claims the headshot. Diha in a 1-on-4. Time may work against the Danes if they're not careful. Diha's got one, did catch the leg, can't finalize the kill though. And Nikodos will be putting the bomb down. Diha, a dangerous game of cat and mouse. If he can take down Nikodos, this round is doable, especially considering how low Hooksy currently is. But Nikodos expertly plays around the box. But into the fourth round we move, Black.
Yep, and the buy is of course going to be coming in. It was a great second round, so the buy comes in. Snappy, he's going to be plucked, but Hades with a quick trade.
Quick trade, keeps himself alive on the sandbags. Susceptible to being mollied off. This is an important trade. It goes away of Jabbi. And Ramp can now fall the way of the tease, but it's a flop Molotov.
And the smoke's getting deployed. That should be the tell. And Sphinx got to go nuclear now.
Well, this has to be a huge round through the smoke. The right idea, but Jabbi with his third. Entry kills to perfection.
And immediately pivot back. They know there's no more guns here, and it's going to be just one defender.
In comes Jabbi, taking point, does get dinked down and finished off by Sphinx, who's landed another headshot, but Zyphon survives on 22, and now Diha's up to the plate, trying to drill down the players, and he's got himself two more. Ridiculous round from the pole, and he goes in for another one. A 4K. Sixth round, and as we highlighted, a player may be down, he is never truly out.
Yeah, he reads it. Almost finds the tap, but here comes the play though. Two T's pushing on in.
Nikodos in the meanwhile though gets the first entry. Now Diha has to try and rinse and repeat, but Roy has dealt him the fatal blow. Copenhagen Flames in a 4-on-2 will be very later. Wait, but he misses the shot. He's still alive to tell the tale, but it's going to be a Molotov designated towards him. Second shot is also missed. Hades steps up, delivers one. 20 seconds left on the clock. Looking to try and fend off the push with Snappy. And they both nip it for France, but here's Nikodos from the back. 10 seconds to play with a 1 HP. He needs a headshot, and he needs it yesterday. Is it going to be forthcoming? No, Hades! Affected. I understand why they've gone for that nade, though. We've seen that run boost multiple times. Flashing, Diha behind it, but he's getting drilled from multiple angles, and Jabbi puts the final nail in the coffin. Spinks now showing us why he's so revered with the rifle with two big kills, and he forces back the Danes.
Roy, someone
51 and Zyphon as well. Copenhagen Flames looking very rough. And keeping in mind the positioning of Snappy is so good, and Hades has his crossfire established on top of that. Bomb's been spilled down. This would have to be the play of all majors, and it will not one.
ENCE look like they have stabilized. The first few rounds, it was iffy. And it came down to individuals, but now finally starting to look much better. I say that though. Immediate 2 kills from Jabbi and Nikodos, and all of a sudden we still have a round in our hands here. They will creep on up. Still a lot of time.
Mission. ENCE decide they want to be pushing up the side, take some control, and this could be the nuts position. This is the round coming to an end. Madden have not been for the box. The timing was slightly off. There were 4 players down there. Fifth is Hooksy in middle with his Desert Eagle, and now Hades gonna be one tap round the corner. This could get a little bit sketchy. Snappy needs to get a couple more kills out of this position. And he's being forced away. Now there's no Molotovs or HEs to deal with him. So it's still a really rough ask on Copenhagen Flames. And now Diha has joined the party, joined the fray. Down goes Madden. However, Snappy is also going to fall to Zyphon. He's picked up 3 kills in this round, and although he's down to 16 HP, they still have 30 seconds.
This is a lot of damage being dealt here. I'm not too sure why ENCE went for those fights. He had a headshot angle. And now we can see both the defenders remaining for ENCE. Diha and Sphinx, the 2 stars coming in. Bomb still needs to be retrieved.
Zyphon going in first with the A1S. Diha's dealt with his teammate and goes in for seconds. Diha, by the way, this could be so catastrophic for Copenhagen Flames. It really relies on Madden. If he can stall this with a couple of kills, that could be good enough, but he's lost his head, he's lost his life, and now Sphinx has to try and pick up the pace. Now it's Diha, next up to the plate. They are watching the back though, the backside, but Sphinx still takes the head before Zyphon's there to thwart the retake. They still haven't got the bomb planted though, and our utility is coming in thick and fast. Diha's also put a bullet between the eyes of Zyphon. 3 play 2, and suddenly the Flames have been put down again, and it's the pole. In prime position to strike. Jabbi's got himself 1. This should afford him the luxury of the bomb plant. They have no more utility to stop this. They do have flashes, smokes, and a couple of kits. But Jabbi could clutch. Hades will snatch it away though. So huge as well with tons of entries, but it feels like there's been no follow-up. Roy has had a very slow game so far, and he's normally one of the better players. Madden though, with 2 kills, and 3 gets it as well. No mutually assured destruction this time. Oh, this HE as well, it's so grim. It may not do a ton of damage, but it softens them up, and Sphinx is going to finish this one off. The bomb's at the top of the box. Good luck, Jabbi. Not happening. ENCE are playing.
Work with the Deagles and the Tech 9s. It's going to be a faster play. Once again out mid, and once more Madden has to answer.
He has for the first and the second. He may go down to the hands of Zyphon, but he's got all the information. And put it down into a 2-on-1 there. A Sphinx with the AWP again. Interesting. And Diha may go down on the site, but considering Jabbi's on 12 HP and has now been finished off, the chances for Huki are looking bleak, as are the chances for Copenhagen.
Imperative for them if they want to make things competitive.
Yeah, it gives them a little bit of a foundation, but that's all it will be unless they can convert from here on out. And Madden once again delivers. Nikodos down, Roy gets traded out, and it's more of the same. Deja vu. The Danes are being straight up destroyed, and Diha is 1 kill away from a first half 20 bomb.
He might just even find it here. What an absolute shutdown it's been from ENCE. Zyphon, young Zyphon left alone, 1v4, great shot into Madden, but his position is known. Sphinx will shut him down.
Diha claiming a ton of kills, but now Nikodos on the mid. The T's have bypassed him, they're swelling, they're swarming onto the site, and Snappy is claiming heads. Zyphon though gets 2, looking for a third, but Diha and Snappy now come together in tandem and pick up the kills. The bomb's been spilled down, Nikodos is still alive, still taking heads. But Sphinx have to flank. Sphinx could still put this to bed. Sphinx could potentially take this entire map and put it in the back pocket of ENCE. The bomb still in awkward position. Nikodos. And meanwhile as well, ENCE have other ideas. This is all misdirection. It's such a huge moment, and he gets double peeked. Death from above. If it wasn't from Jabbi though, he's about to get white swung from Roy. And now Zyphon stuck on the side. Has to try and clutch this one out. He's going to be fine. Jabbi's alongside him as well. And Nakalil, of course, has gone down, but Sphinx is still alive. And that Deagle, if it finds its mark another couple of times, this could get interesting.
Bring it down. Not suffering too many casualties. Starting to build up the economy, starting to go on a streak, and bringing this one back. As ENCE, they just come charging on in. And just the pistols, not much being invested. It's Jabbi just duking it out with Diha, but this should be a clean round. But Hades has got something to say about it.
These are all important kills as well. Have a look at the economy in some of these players. Huxi down to 200, Jabbi's on 400. Even if they lose this round at this kind of a deficit, another kill or 2 could be enough. ENCE could really put some pain down, but instead it's Roy. A barrage of bullets down onto the ramp, and Snappy with his Tech 9 alongside him. He's not had a slow game either, 10 frags to his name, but the Tech 9 at that range is going to get nothing in return.
And ENCE, they're not falling back. They seem committed to going for this B-take, and Jabbi just spraying away through the smoke. He's got backup as well, and Diha comes charging in, and he gets team flashed.
That should have been Jabbi dying. He was switching weapons there, but as he said, the team flash was everything, and now it's really messed with ENCE's plans. It's been a wrench in the works, and jabbi's going to take that wrench out and knock them upside the head with it as he sprays down another couple. And there's Zyphon in mid. The flames on the force away. Lots of nade damage though, and there's jabbi with the follow-up. He's been so on point today for the flames. They can go from strength to strength as the spray is slightly awry, and Hades comes back with one. ENCE making this a costly round right now. There's the peek in. HooXi nearly capitalizing on the momentary weakness. And there's Nikodos. He's landed the shot he was looking for. Snappy in a 1 and 3. HooXi may be low. There's 50 seconds. Snappy with the first. Making this sting a little bit more, but then the rotations in from Snappy.
Oh.
And Zyphon just about slightly to back away. They have no side control. That could be a problem. Smoke is lined up. They get HooXi as Roy is lining up the smoke himself. Roy is still alive, but he knows that side control has been deemed forfeit. He's going to try and get back to the site, but he meets Hades. And Hades will deal with him so quickly that this round should fall as a result. jabbi's still in this round though, making a move through middle. Onto the elevators, and now about to show his hand on the A side. If he sneaks in, this is winnable. First kill goes down, bomb's now been planted. This is a momentary one-on-one. PGL is just biding his time, he's waiting, he's anticipating this push, and Spinks will survive.
Came down to Copenhagen Flames, making a couple of mistakes in the ramp hold, and despite the heroics of Roy, not quite able to find it, the speed from Spinks and Dion, and 3 will fall and 2 remain for Copenhagen Flames.
Speed does indeed kill, and now the Flames are going to try and re-emerge. We had that comeback, we had the 4 or 5 rounds in the second half. It may not end up mattering if it comes to an abrupt end now. HooXi and Nikodos with no real money are at least in the right position, but Madden still pinches in, and Spinks will go full circle. He got the problem is there's going to have to be more bullets behind it to connect. He has a good idea as to this position. They're going to check for this one. The kill goes against the Flames. They now know a second player is there as well, which is going to force a lot of ball banging to come in. And Hades plucks out the second player. As you mentioned, this being a force buy puts the Flames in such an awful position. And it looks like the final curtain may be coming down. Nikodos, last man standing through the smoke snap. He goes for the spray. At least one kill for the star player, but Spinks lays him to rest. 7. Derby from ENCE just continues. Copenhagen Flames had their second win, but it proved to be nowhere near good enough. HooXi with the SMG though is making some pain down on the ramp side, traded back out, and Snappy would have heard that jabbi was getting up close, but that's only half the fight. Meanwhile, Zyphon has drilled into the head of Diha with a scout. So a 2-on-2 has fallen upon the server, but jabbi has the advantage, but he doesn't have the weaponry to make the most of that opportunity.
Zyphon,
though, he may feel desperate to get in amongst this sooner rather than later. Tickling the bomb, trying to draw fire, gets what he was looking for, takes the kill! This is going to be very close, but I think he has the defuse.
I think he's got it. Pledged by M4A1s, an AK-47 for Zyphon, and the AW from Nikodos. They're creeping on up, and it is going to be HooXi to fall the B-bomb side. It's going to come down to Zyphon, but this time he'll find nothing.
Spinks is continuing to twist the knife, planted. Copenhagen Flames taking some momentum through mid, and there you can see the bomb dropped in the middle of nowhere. They're gonna have to try and get around here. Snappy through the smoke, takes off that of Nikodos, but there's Roy to come straight back in. And Spinks on 15 HP is still lurking on the site.
He's so very low, and Madden, they were biding their time. It's all on jabbi.
jabbi, 8 HP, gets the first, looking to try and pick up a second. They desperately need him to go huge here. 25 seconds, he knows the man has to push through him. Less jabbi, more uppercut, more success last time. The timing works against them, and now HooXi pivots in. Can fall back, but I don't think they realize the second player already pushed up there. Snappy gives his position away, but it's at the cost of Roy's life. And the smoke in the eyes of Zyphon will keep him in. That grenade is looking like it's going to be good for the kill. And Madden catches it in his pocket. Copenhagen Flames, though, are going to be cut down to size, and jabbi needs to clutch again. Won't be happening twice. ENCE converted, taking 16-10.